guys, it's Aidette. So today I'm doing my very last makeup tutorial and my very last video for my channel for the rest of the year. So before I start, I did want to let you guys know that I am going to be starting a new uploading schedule. For the year of 2016, I'm going to be uploading every Saturday, and sometimes I'll be uploading like a random day of the week. If I do decide to spontaneously post a new video on a day that isn't Saturday, then make sure to check on my social media because I will always let you guys know when I'm going to be posting a new video. But for sure, every single Saturday I will be posting a new video. And also, I just wanted to thank you guys for such an amazing year. This year I reached 100,000 subscribers and I'm nearly at 200,000 subscribers already, and I just can't even describe how thankful I am for you guys. And I've been able to do so many great things this year, and I'm just like super excited to see what 2016 has in store for me. So thank you guys so much for all your love and support. It really means a ton to me. So without further ado, let's get started into the very last video of this year. So first I'm going to start off with my Skindinavia primer spray, and this will create a stickier surface just so my foundation will stick on during the whole day instead of a slippery silicone type of feel with a normal primer. I'm just going to spray this all over my face like this, and this will just give me a nice semi-matte finish and make sure that my makeup stays on all day. And I also do have some redness on my cheeks, and I have found that it really does help even out my skin tone with this, and it also minimizes the look of my pores. So now moving on to foundation. Now that my primer has dried up on my face, I'm going to be taking my Dolce & Gabbana Perfect Matte Liquid Foundation in the shade Natural Glow 100, and I'm actually testing it out. This is the third or fourth time that I've used it, but this is unbelievably great. Like, you have to go and find yourself a little sample of this because it's amazing. And when I blend, I pat with my beauty blender. I never swipe because when you do that, it is just absorbing all of your product, and it's just basically wiping away all of the product that you put on your face. And now, just to conceal any imperfections, I'll be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20 Sand Sable, and this is very comparable to the NARS Creamy Concealer that everyone loves, and I'm very happy with this product. I always go back to it and I just really like it. So I'm just going to be baking that for a little while, not too much, maybe like a minute or two, just to give a little bit of a highlighted effect. So I'll be taking my translucent powder by LA Girl. This is the Pro Powder. And then with the regular fluffy brush, I'll just be dipping it into my powder and setting the rest of my face. And now I'm just going to be dusting away the excess powder. Since I only baked for a minute, it did create a nice, subtle, natural looking type of highlight, and that's really what I wanted to go for. So now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and the reason that I'm going to be placing this as my base today is because I'm going to be using some vibrant colors and I really want them to pop. So I'm just going to be placing this all over the lid and then just blending it out with my finger. Today's transition colors, I'm going to be using my Naked 2 Basics palette, and this has beautiful muted colors to use for this makeup look since I do kind of want it to be a cool toned crease. I'll be taking a big fluffy brush like this. So I'm going to be taking the color Frisk, and I'm just going to be applying that a little bit above my crease just to create a transition shade. I was getting started just as I forgot that I need to apply some Scotch tape. So I'm just going to be taking some normal Scotch tape and then taking it on the back of my hand like this, just so it's not as harsh and super sticking on the side of my eye since it is really sensitive on there. So I'm just going to be applying this at an angle. Okay, this looks a little crazy. I haven't done this in forever. I'm just going to continue blending in that Frisk, and don't be afraid to touch onto the tape, and that's why we have it there, just to create a nice crisp line. And now to add a little bit more dimension, I'm going to be taking a smaller fluffy brush. It's a little bit more pointed. And I will be taking Primal. And I will just be taking this right into my crease. So now for the actual color on the eyelid, I'm going to be taking MAC's Shroom, and this is a frosty white color, and I will be taking this on a nice shader brush. I'm going to make sure that I'm really packing this onto wherever I place the white base. And I'm going to be going back in with Primal, and I'm going to be creating some more definition. And then also on top of that, I did want a little bit of shine. So I'm going to be taking ColourPop's Spoon Highlighter, and it looks like this. It's very, very shimmery, and I'm also going to be using this for my highlight later on, wherever I placed the white color earlier. So I do want to darken up the outer corners of my eye a little bit, so I'm going to be taking this pencil brush here, and I'm going to be taking the darkest shade from the Naked 2 Basics, and it's called Undone. So just slightly dipping it in there since it's very, very pigmented. And I'm just going to be taking it on the outer V part. And I'm going to kind of gradually fade it into my crease a little bit, and then take it a little bit on my lash line. And then I'm going back in with my Primal blending brush and just making sure that everything's even and nothing's harsh. So now I'll be going in with some glitter, and I'm going to be taking the Tarina Tarantino glitter liner, and this is in the shade Glitter Mist. So I'm just taking this on the inner half of my eyelid. So when you're doing this method, you always have to make sure that you're always looking down until it is completely dried, or else it's going to be stuck onto the top of your eyelids, and that's not going to be fun to clean up. So once the glitter glue got tacky, I decided to take the same highlighter that I showed you guys earlier, and I just tapped on some of that glitter onto my glitter glue, and I just made this really like pretty pearly iridescent type of glitter type look. So I really like how that turned out. I'm really focusing the brush on the edges just to give it that nice clean cut look. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my winged liner, and I think I'm going to wing it all the way out here and line it up with the sharp edge, and I'm going to be using the Balm Schwing eyeliner just to do that. So as you guys can see, I finished one eye and I took off the tape. So now I'm just going to go back in with my concealer since I did lose some coverage from the tape. And just to even out the look, I'm going to be taking some more of that Undone dark color with the same pencil brush from earlier. And I'm just going to be running it on my lower lash line. So I'll be right back, and I'm going to be applying my favorite falsies, which are the Adele Double Wispies. Now I have my falsies on, and for mascara, just to blend my falsies and my real lashes, I'm going to be taking my IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes, going ahead and blending both lashes together. So now I'm going to be moving on to bronzer, and I'm going to be taking my Hoola Benefit one. So I'm going to be taking a big fluffy brush like this that I used for translucent powder earlier, and I'm just going to be taking this on my forehead, sides of my face, and then on the bottom of my jawline. I just brought a little bit of color back into my face. So now I'm going to go in with the same bronzer, and I'm going to chisel out my cheekbones, and I'm going to be taking this Ida dupe brush, and you can find this on Amazon. And now I'm going to be going in with a fluffy brush and just contouring the sides of my nose. And for blush, I'm going to be taking my NYX blush in the shade Peach, and I'm just going to be applying it on the apples of my cheeks and then just kind of taking it along my bronzer. So now for my favorite part is to highlight my face, and what I'm going to be using is Statement Skin Highlighting Crayon, and this is in the shade Starlight. So I'm actually going to be taking some on my finger just so it's not as harsh, and I'm going to be placing it onto the places where I'm going to be highlighting. And then I will be going in with a spoon with a fan brush. So that's all for the face, and now I think for the lips I want to do a pinky nudie shade because I just don't want to take too much attention off of the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick, and this is in the shade 09, and this is a mauve-y pinky type of shade. And then on top I'm going to be applying a nice pretty nude shade. So if you guys are brave enough to pull off this bubblegum pink look, then you guys are more than welcome to do that, but I think I want to tone it down a little with my Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics lip tar, and this is in the shade Interlace. And these lip tars by OCC go a long way, so you literally only need a dot. So I'm going to be taking a little lip brush like this, and I'm going to be packing that on my brush and just taking it into the center. So that is all for my New Year's 2015 makeup tutorial. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your year, and thank you guys so much for this amazing year. I can't thank you guys enough. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video, and I will see you guys in the next year.